Well, good morning, everybody. And I am saying morning. It is currently 7:10 a.m. here in Naperville, Illinois. I'm going live earlier today for the main reason that it's going to be hot here. We're going to approach 3 digits. So wherever you're at, I want you to stay cool. But today, what I really want to talk about is Google Maps. Is your practice found in Google Maps? In my opinion, besides your website, which people, if they don't know you exist, don't know your site exists. But when they're searching for a chiropractor like myself, or a physical therapist, maybe like you, or a massage therapist, a podiatrist, whatever your profession is, a roofer, I don't really care. Somebody is searching today in your community for your niche. If you're not found in the Google Maps, you are losing patients, customers, clients, whatever you want to say, to your competition. It is that simple. So I talk about reputation because I think it is paramount for every practice. Your reputation doesn't really matter if you don't have a Google business profile that's up and running and improving. So today we're going to talk about getting your practice found in Google Maps and why it's important. So let me add this to the screen. All right. So how to get your practice in the Google 3-pack, Google Maps, and why it matters. So today we're going to talk about why should I care if my practice is in the local 3-pack? How can I get my practice in the Google local 3-pack? Manage your Google My Practice profile. Should be Google My Profile. Get those 5-star reviews. Keep an eye on your local SEO. Run local search ads is another great way, and getting found in the Google 3-pack. So my name is Dr. Derek Barron. I appreciate you taking your time. We always go through these marketing insights almost every Tuesday. I do my best to stay on a strict schedule, changing up the time a little bit today. That's my beautiful wife, Terry. I am a chiropractor. My emphasis was in sports and rehab. My wife is a physical therapist and athletic trainer. We had a practice called Integrity Sports Medicine. We have worked for others. We work together. We work for others. And now we're here to help you grow and scale your practice. So if you're looking for ways to make sure your practice is in Google Maps and you're not sure, just type in the words below Google Maps and we'll get back to you. But if you ever have questions, send us a DM or reach out to us in any way that we can. It'd be my pleasure to actually help you in any way possible. So why should I care if my practice is listed in the Google local 3-pack? For practices prior to the local pack, there were 2 ways to show up in the first page of Google. That was local PPC, meaning right now Google Ads, and local SEO. So prior to that, that's the only way. With the addition of the Google local pack, you now have 3 potential ways to show up in the first page of Google for relevant local search. And that's something that can't be ignored. The truth is you can actually show up 4 different ways. First is if you're in Google Ads. Second is if you're in Google Maps. Third is if you're in organic. And if you know what you're doing in Google Ads, the 4th way to get your practice showing is to be in the top map listing with a Google ad in the local 3-pack. So there is actually 4 ways in which you can do that. So additionally, the local 3-pack shows up in the first position on Google 93% of the time. It does depend upon the demographics and the population in your community. But for the most part, if somebody is searching for a chiropractor in their car, close to your practice, are they finding you? If they're looking for a physical therapist because they don't know who to go to, they're going to search on Google, and are you found there? So for practices, getting one of those 3 spots is absolutely critical. And if you've been in the game long enough, you'll remember that it actually used to be 7 spots. And for a short period of time, there were 10 spots that they were giving away. It took about a tremendous amount of the real estate. And that's why I say that it is the most important online real estate is to have your Google business profile. So how can I get my practice in the Google 3-pack? Well, there's no surefire organic, unpaid way to get your practice listed in the 3-pack. There's some steps that you can take to increase your chances of showing up there. We're sharing 3 tips to help your practice show organically in Google local pack, and then 1 tip that does require some budget, but it is absolutely worth your time. So the first would be manage your Google business profile. The Google 3-pack shows maps results from Google business profile. So one of the most reliable ways to increase your chances to snag one of those spots is making sure you're optimizing your profile. Google allows you to add a wealth of information that is useful to users, such as new patients that are looking for a specialist like yourself. And in turn, that could help you be seen in the local pack and get your phone ringing and ultimately more patients on the books. So if you haven't already set up or claimed your Google business profile listing, that's going to be the first step you want to take. It's very simple. Go to Google My Business Listing. Go to google.com/business. If you haven't signed up yet, you need to sign up and go through the entire process. If you already do have a Google business profile and you want to make some additions or update it, just click on the Manage Now button that's up there. And once your Google profile is set up or claimed, then you'll want to optimize the listing. So here's some quick tips to optimize that listing. Make sure that all the information on your Google business profile listing is accurate, especially your location, since it's one of the ways Google determines where practices show in the local pack. What we mean by that is make sure your address is correct, that ABC Sports Medicine, 123 Apple Street, city, state, zip code. It matches across all platforms. So you want to make sure if you have a suite number, it's posted there. You want to make sure you're putting suite, then the number versus hashtag or the pound sign. It has to be the same on all of your listings across the board. Another one is add your practice category to your listing. This helps Google source the correct practice types for local searches. So I often see this, is that there is a chiropractic office and they show up for physical therapy. I don't often see it that there is a physical therapist showing up for a chiropractic practice. I'm not sure what the reason is for that. If us chiropractors think that there's more patients out there searching for physical therapy, which they definitely have a broader reach than 10% of the population, the bottom line is if you are a chiropractor or a physical therapist or massage therapist, that needs to be category number one. And then whatever your ancillary services or products are, if you can list them, if you do nutrition, if you do weight loss, other aspects like that, you want to make sure it's there. Check your Google business profile listing information to make sure it matches all of the other listings, as I said initially. Your name, your address, and your phone number. That is called your NAP. Those are the frameworks that help the consistency in ranking. Number two would be to get those 5-star reviews. I cannot tell you how important it is for it. If you're not getting one new review a week, there is a problem. Because if you're a chiropractor and you love to brag about how you see 100 patients in a day, if you can't get, and I'm hot, if you can't get one review a week, there's a problem. It means that you don't have a good relationship with your customers, clients, and or you for patients. So you've got to make sure that people are, when they're searching for chiropractor near me, or physical therapist near me, massage therapist near me, podiatrist near me, pain relief near me, your practice shows, and you have to have more reviews than your competition. There's no doubt in my mind that if you do not, you're losing calls every single day. When user searches something like Best Chiropractor Philadelphia, Google will display map results for practices with 5-star ratings of 4 or above in their Google business profile listing. So if you are at a 3.9, you're not going to be showing. You have to be doing what you can to become a 4-star and above, and hopefully a 5-star practice. So even if your practice is closer to the searcher, your practice wouldn't make it in the 3-pack if you're not a 3.9-star rating Google business profile listing. It's a lot of words to say there, because why would Google give them somebody that isn't good quality in the eyes of our peers? And I don't mean us chiropractors or you physical therapists. What I mean by that is if you don't rank at a 4.0 star rating or above, Google's not going to show you because they don't think you have value. You've got to do something to get yourself listed at higher ratings. So it's important to get reviews on your Google business profile to help you increase your chances of showing your local pack, and getting a good reputation for your practice is paramount for it. So once you get the reviews, make sure you're responding to them, both positive and negative reviews. I talk about this every time. It's important that you respond to the positive reviews and the negative reviews. Number one, it helps that patient feel appreciated. If they left you a positive review, they like that. If they left you a negative review, it helps them believe that you care, that there was a bad situation. The third thing is that if there was a bad situation there are people that are looking at what your responses are, to grade their choice of coming in. And the fourth and the critical one there that you must do is it helps your rankings in the algorithm to push yourself up higher in the pack. So if you're feeling stuck when it comes to getting Google reviews, you can use these quick tips. Number one is get into the habit of asking or reminding happy patients to leave your reviews on Google. If you don't ask, you don't receive. It is that simple. Don't wait for someone to leave a review. Ask for them to leave a review. If you believe in yourself and you believe in your service, ask them for it. You can also include a link in your Google business profile listing for requesting emails. You can send it out in an email. Like we said, you can put it on your social channels, whatever it is. If you send out newsletters, make sure you leave a link in there where people can leave your review. Again, adding this on your website is another great way you could do that. Just click a little link that says, leave us a review, take them directly to Google or to Facebook or Yelp, depending on which ones that you like to use. Run local search ads. So it's important that you understand just trying to go in to do some local Google ads doesn't always work. While you're optimizing your SEO, your Google profile listing is starting to show up in the Google 3-pack. It's important that you try and get it in the very top listing if you're doing Google ads. So local search ads in Google, there's an opportunity for your practice to serve the local PPC ad. In other words, when we say serve, it means to show up, depending on the amount of ad spend that you're in there. When somebody is searching for chiropractor near me, if you have enough ad spend there, they can actually show you in the ad section on the top, hopefully not the bottom of the page, maybe both, but you want to be in the very top maps listing if you're doing it correctly, and you have to have enough reviews, and you definitely don't show up if you don't have a 4.0 star rating. So in order to show up in the Google 3-pack with the ads, there are a few steps you'll need to take. Number one is in Google Ads, enable local extensions. Number two is set up or optimize your Google business profile listing. Yes, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's important that you do that. Bid by location and use location targeting. It's a big, long topic that we can get into as far as Google ads are. Just remember, bid by location and use location targeting when you're doing that. And optimize your keywords to include your location. Chiropractor near me. Keywords are best chiropractor Naperville, things like that. So getting found in the Google 3-pack. It's important for your practice to invest in a strong SEO and local SEO along with the PPC strategy, no matter what. By using these tips, you can increase your chances of appearing in the Google pack and then boost your visibility and eventually get more patients because of it. So you might consider finding a marketing partner like ourselves. You can go to grro.co, learn more about what we do to help you with the ever-changing Google algorithm. So again, to recap what we did today, there are 4 ways to show up in the Google pack. Number one is manage your Google business profile listing. If you don't have it, make sure to go out to it, google.com/business. Get 5-star reviews. You've got to get 1 review a week. If you can't do that, please reach out to me. We have systems that can help you do that. Prioritize local SEO, and of course, run local search ads. So again, my name is Dr. Derek Barron. I appreciate you taking your time for us with another marketing insight. If you are a private practice healthcare practitioner and you are looking to grow and scale your practice, we would love to be able to help you. So if you have questions about Google Maps, just type in the words Google Map below. We'll reach back to you. You are welcome to send us a DM, or at any point in time during the day or night, feel free to reach out to us to see if we can help you grow and scale your practice so you can find success on all levels in your practice. Thanks so much. Have a great day. And again, if you are in the Midwest or where it's hot, make sure you stay cool. Bye for now.